19th, 2022. The weather is horrible right now. It's super cold, kind of sleet rain, not quite rain, not quite snow. But yeah, I'm just hanging out in the old calf barn here, where I spotted some swallows. So the swallows are back, which typically means it is officially spring, but it definitely doesn't feel like it. So that's the weather outside right now. It's pretty miserable and cold. You can see the trees are getting their leaves in the background there, and the grass is pretty green. Like I said, miserable, but we need the moisture, so we will take whatever weather we can get. There's Samurai. He is feeling a lot better and has made a full recovery from his bloat. So you guys know about him. Just a little update. He's much happier now, and weirdly enough, he's way more affectionate now than he was before his bloat, so I think he knows that I helped him out. Hey, buddy. Yeah. And we have these two, Roxy and Bella. They are due any time now. Bella, actually, her ligaments are softening, so in the back, at the bum here, kind of at the base of the tail, you do a routine checkup to see if their ligaments have been softening, and hers are, which means that she will be kidding soon. So hopefully we'll have some new Nigerians on the ground by, I don't know, within the week. It's gonna be soon. We have these two loudmouth schnooks. Peggy here, a little white one that everyone seems to like. She's more cream now than anything. Nope, you can't go. And Preston, they're together now, so we may have babies from these two in October. Hey? Nope, you gotta stay. You gotta stay. Also, a little bit of an attention seeker, this one. Hey? So that's an update on the goat side of things. And right now, I'm actually hanging out in the old barn again. These two have been fed. You can see it's kind of funny, their hair is growing. Eating silage, chowing down. Then over there we have Presley. I was asked in a recent video if she's always tied up, and she's not always tied up, but she is tied up for training. And I will make a video about why she's tied up for training in a couple of days, hopefully within the next week at least, to tell you guys why she and Outlander are still hanging out in the barn, because our quarantine is done. So hopefully I'm able to make a video about that later. So I'm just outside here with 3 of my goats. I have Cupid up there in the front, and then Maple, and Shine is right there. But yeah, they're outside. I would have put them outside sooner just to get them, you know, used to being outside, but the weather has been quite cold so far this year, so I haven't really had the chance to get them to come outside. But it's looking like it's nice enough now, and that it's gonna stay nice enough, so they're outside now, and they look super happy. Putting my photography skills to the test, trying to get some nice pictures of them so that I can post some nice photos, and they won't sit still, so they are really happy ladies in here. So I'm just out here by the goat pen and the horse corral, and got a bunch of slabs here on the rustler. We are renovating our horse corral / making a new goat pen. So these slabs are 10 feet long, but it's a bit long for what we want, so I'm going to be sawing them down to 8 feet long, and then I'm going to be putting them up. So let's get started. So what I really try to do here is try to pick the sides to cut off. So I've measured, this is 8 feet from the end over there. What I really try to do is pick out the ends that are not so nice and make it so that I cut those off. So, I know a lot of people really like the hammer a string to a top of a slab trick, but I've never been able to get a row of slabs straight that way. So what I'm gonna do is dig a trench here, put this board in there, and then I'm gonna use a level to make sure it's straight, and then I'm gonna lightly rest the slabs on top to make sure that the slabs are kind of nice and uniform and straight. And that's how I'm gonna make sure it looks kind of neat, because it's really disappointing when you finish a row of slabs and it looks kind of wonky because one's higher, one's lower, and you know, we want to try and make it look a little bit neat. So that's how I'm gonna try and keep the row of slabs straight. I've got a little measuring stick. I don't even know what the dimensions are, but basically this is going to determine how far away my slabs are from each other, so that that also creates a little bit of a uniform look. So I'm gonna put this slab in there, and then I'll use this little block, and then I will fit the slab, the next one, right next to this, so that it's all the same spacing. It still looks a little bit uneven around the top here, but it's still definitely better than what I would be doing if I had a string. So a lot of people will tie a string around a nail on the top of the first one, and then they'll make one, say, at this end, and then tie that string. But my worry is always that I'm going to tie the string crooked, so then I'm going to make the slabs crooked anyway. And the length here is my own doing. Like, this bottom piece here is level. It's the length, I guess, that it ended up getting cut at, and the factory edges aren't always straight, so sometimes it'll create a little bit of movement that way. But in all, I think it's an improvement on the older slabs. My dad actually built this corral probably when we moved out here in '96 or a couple years after that, so this is at least 20 years old, and it's really easy to take off, and it's stood the test of time for 20 years, so it's good quality building, but it needs to be a little bit updated, because I know, especially for the goats, if they're jumping against these old ones, they're gonna knock them loose and then eventually escape. So it's better to make an update on the corral. And also, fun fact, these railway ties are also like at least 20 years old. My dad dug them in by hand, so we're reusing those. Little bit of nostalgia going on, taking down the old slabs and then putting up new ones, but it's time. So that's what I got so far done. It's not a whole lot, but it's a start, and I don't really want to go any farther than this because I need to cut out this branch and this dead piece of this tree before I start to invest time and effort, because with my luck I'm going to be sawing down that piece of that tree and it's going to fall on some slabs. So I'm not going to waste my time trying to build something only to wreck it later. So my next project will most likely to be to cut this piece out and cut this down. So there's my herd of goats, and Samurai is fully recovered and outside with his ladies. Funny guy. And then we've got Maple over there, Shine, and Cupid. And Payette is inside the barn for when she's due to kid. So that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It spanned like 5 days, I think, so that'll be interesting to edit. Have to try and remember which days I filmed what on. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like and subscribe and share with a friend, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.